Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Minor League Esports. This is season 14. It is all brought to you by APM Music, those lovely title sponsor words that we love to hear each and every time. I am Lychee, making the debut for season 14. Super excited. Joined by Pandy for the very first time. How's it going, dude?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here for my second MLE cast of the night and ever.
Ever indeed. Hey, you're killing it, dude. So let's see if we can keep the hype up just a little bit longer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have moved kind of, sort of all over the league structure here of Minor League Esports. The only one we were missing tonight is Foundation League. Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it work due to a scheduling reason, but we are on the 4th of 5 skill ladders. It is the Master League. Pandy, a little bit closer to your skill level, but not quite, as we know. I think you were talking about earlier, you were the highest person in the world in Rumble. Can you confirm?
I can confirm that. Taylor's going to flame me.
Absolutely ridiculous. Well, highly skilled. Congratulations. You do a good job. Let's talk about these two teams. It is the Master League Hurricanes versus Lightning. We saw them earlier in the evening, except it was CL and it was 2. So we add an extra player to each team and we move one rung up in terms of the skill ladder. Pandy, what are we expecting tonight?
We are expecting some high-octane action tonight, Lychee. We're going to see some high aerial plays, some backboard reads, and I'm expecting some pinches after all.
Pinches are always good. Now, do we know, a probing question here, any familiarity at all with these players' names in terms of, what you may or may not have seen before throughout the league?
Not for me. This is my 3rd season at MLE. I've been PL the entire time, so I've never been able to play with these players, but tonight will be my first time seeing them, but for week 1, it can go any way.
You can sure say that again, ladies and gentlemen. Going any way. Let us get this underway. Speaking of going anyway, it is time for some Minor League Esports ML action. It is the Hurricanes in orange going up against the Lightning in blue. It is Jay Jr., JC Me Rollin, and Spicy Soup on the side of the Hurricanes going up against the Lightning roster of Plumado, Goldfish, and Richard is bad at Rocket League. Let's see if the next 5 minutes or so prove that accurate. This backboard pass already. Richard, hey, doing pretty well for himself, gets the opening goal of the series.
I think Richard needs to change his name. He's doing pretty good so far, but Lightning will strike first off the backboard read from Richard. That last defender from the Hurricanes could not find the touch to the corner. Lightning up 1-0.
Didn't take too long. Jay Jr. out of this left corner has plenty of options to pick from in terms of a teammate pass, but winds up just handing it to Goldfish. This one rolling all the way up around this back wall. Plumado coming in for an attack, but Jay Jr. will get a favorable 50. This one's popped up into the corner. Roland doesn't get a super good clearance, and Goldfish will almost take advantage. Oh, it's off of the inside of the woodwork. Goldfish, goal number 2 for Lightning.
You see that last defender just couldn't make the touch to get it out of the net. Rolling with that miscue off the backboard. Goldfish, fantastic job executing that advantage that was taken perfectly from them. Lightning up 2, and you see Lightning, Lychee, so far have been so dominant off these kickoffs, just carrying that momentum straight into that orange half.
It's a good thing to know. Just it's the only set piece opportunity you have in Rocket League, so it pays off to kind of work on them and get as good at them as you possibly can be, and clearly the Lightning are taking advantage of that skill. Richard now super high up, trying to drop this one down, but can't get that one to go. Has to retreat as Jay Jr. now looking to start an attack here for the team in orange.
See that ball just stalemating midfield as another chance on net from Plumado will be taken away by JC. Midfield, Hurricanes able to survive one more onslaught of shots from the Lightning. Just this one time, but a shot put off the backboard will be handled well by Plumado. Out of the corner, you see the Lightning now back on their heels as the Hurricanes will transition into the blue half.
Spicy. Oh, okay. Gets dusted. No big deal. It's fine. Goldfish doesn't wind up coming away with the possession anyway, so no big deal, I guess, at the end of the day. Oh, Spicy Soup moved off of the play. Oh, and demos galore. Dear Lord, Jay Jr. now not a ton of boost to work with, actually precisely 0 to work with. Goldfish now looking for a passing play out to midfield for the Lightning. Will push up ahead, look for a demos. Plumado looks for the shot on target. Is technically on target, but relatively easily saved away. Goldfish with another shot attempt, but can't make this work. I will say, not a ton of pressure for the Lightning to make it work. They do have this 2-goal cushion in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see the Hurricanes definitely with the commanding possessions there on defense. Pulmato trying to get that double tap read just off the post. And it'll be Spicy Soup able to stretch out with that last finger and keep it out of their net. But we'll see the Lightning still in the orange half, but an open net opportunity will open up the scoring chance, but it'll be taken away by Richard in their own corner. Now Lightning in their own half. Let's see what they can do.
Richard hands it off to the nose of Jay. Roland will face off against Richard on that side wall. Not a ton of progress made, but ball kind of bouncing longingly, waiting for somebody just to take a shot. Jay, an interesting play there. Didn't get much to come of it. Spicy Soup will have to wait for this one. Waits a little bit too long. Richard, a favorable 50. Can any Lightning player get on the end of it? It will be Plumato, but relatively painless shot coming in there. Goldfish will now knock it across to the left. Comes down. Or the ball comes down, rather. Team pass, that's off of the corner wall. Spicy Soup needs to be very careful and is minute 45 here, and Lightning still up by 2.
Yeah, and you see this, both teams have had equal chances so far in this game, I would say, but Lightning still with a 2-goal advantage over the Hurricanes. Now Plumato touch midfield. Spicy Soup able to find it there out of their own corner. A dangerous miss off the wall will give Goldfish a scoring chance, and Lightning go up 3.
Man. The hurt being put onto the Hurricanes time and time again. Goldfish, relatively wide open net. JC Me Roland couldn't quite get there in time. And man, those misses on those defensive clearances are really hurting the Hurricanes. I feel like game 1 is almost done and dusted, especially here in Master League, where you can kind of count on teams to kind of lock things down a little bit. It's not as inconsistent as maybe FL or ACAD even, where even if there's like 2 minutes left in the game, you know, it's still kind of wide open as long as there's like, I don't know, maximum of like a 3-goal deficit. But as far as ML goes, I feel like a 3-goal lead is pretty comfortable.
Yeah, specifically with how fast teams play, and it's how hard it is to get them off of their game, especially Lightning here with a 3-goal lead. It's going to be tough for the Hurricanes to turn this one around in the next minute, but that was almost a chance to start that transition. JC Me rolling there off the backboard, trying to get some sort of counterattack going, momentum shifter possibly in the way of the Hurricanes here. But Lightning still not giving up any sort of chance on the offensive end for the Hurricanes, and looks like they will take this game 1 after all.
Spicy Soup can't get contact. Plumato gets this counterattack for pretty much free as Roland tries to recover, does so successfully in the end. Takes this one up that side wall, knocked off that right. Roland had a pass opportunity, but opted for the shot, and Plumato sees that safely out of bounds. Plumato,
yeah, you see now.
Over the top. Oh, what a risky touch there, but man, it paid off. Goal number 4 for the Lightning. They didn't need to, but they wanted to.
Just padding those stats. Leachy, a Spicy Soup just can't get that touch. Plumato with a beautiful redirect over the last defender to give the Lightning a 4-goal advantage, and this game will be a wrap in favor of the Lightning.
Very different story from the opening series, as we see a kickoff goal here for Goldfish. Lightning taking a very early command of this series, where I feel like it was very closely contested in the Champion League 2's match that we saw earlier today. I don't know, maybe maybe the Lightning saw their CL brethren getting pretty much steamrolled and were you know, kind of decided, like, I don't think that's going to be us tonight.
Yeah, they're definitely not saying, they're saying that so far here in game 1, as it will be a 5-0 win in favor of the Lightning, taking game 1 here in this first series of 5 here in week 1 of MLE season 14. Definitely interesting start here for the Lightning, as they will in fact avenge their teammates, their teammates from earlier who did in fact get steamrolled. But we'll see how they can adjust moving on into game 2. Definitely continuing that success is what they're going to be wanting to be doing moving on here into game 2. But if you're the Hurricanes, you definitely want to go back to the drawing board during this intermission and look for something that you can change, can identify that is the problem. And I definitely think for the Hurricanes, that's going to be playing a bit more physical and not having too many overcommits as third man.
I could not agree more. I think it's definitely something that's super important to concentrate on. And there's always the argument of like, yeah, it's first game jitters. You get it out of the way, especially it being the opening match of the MLE season, not the entire season, but at least your team's opening match of the MLE season. There's a little bit of added pressure there, and I think we're seeing at the very least one team that's able to deal with that pressure a little bit better than their opposition.
Absolutely, and that team is the Lightning, in fact, and the Hurricanes are definitely going to look for something to, like we said, to add to that pressure to maybe make the back end of the Lightning defense fold a little bit. And I think that's, again, going to come down to demos, and I think opening up shooting lanes and passing lanes midfield for their teammates will be really important as well.
Yeah, totally agree. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take this extra little lengthy break because we are getting a server reset. Guardian Pro line. I don't know if you noticed, but I am rocking my MLE shirt, and my good friend Pandy is rocking the Knight shirt over there. Use command !Guardian or !Pro line in chat if you want to get a look at all of these high quality shirts, including one for every one of the 32 franchises that we have here in Minor League Esports. It is an absolute banger of a shirt provider. We love working with them. They are some absolutely gorgeous shirts. And Pandy, I think you're not necessarily a Knight anymore, but it seems like you're relatively happy with that purchase.
I am, yes. And actually, Galaxy was the one that credited that one to me because of how good we did in the last two PL seasons as the Knights, taking 3 out of 4 championships. But we'll see how me and the Rhinos can take it earlier.
Fighting words.
Sorry, Galaxy.
On.
Sorry, Galaxy. I play you later in the season. Look out.
Oh boy. All right. So, waiting for players to get their ping tested here. Pandy, I know it's your second series ever, as far as like official MLE broadcast, but how are we liking it so far? How are the MLE benefits? I know we pay everybody super well here.
I'm loving it so far, though. I have so many fantastic people in the production committee that are so helpful, looking to help people improve on the daily with their gameplay, and gameplay being in the casting booth and in the production as well. Lisa, yourself helping everybody in need, Grant being one person, as well as Fallen, who has been running the casters workshops. And people, if you're wanting to get into casting, you're wanting to get into broadcasting, MLE is a great place to start, as we have some fantastic people behind the scenes that people definitely do not appreciate enough. Lychee as a broadcaster tonight, doing it all as a caster in the booth as well. But casters are definitely a thing that is very popular nowadays, and MLE is a great place to start.
And it's a good place to get your start, both as broadcast talent and as a player as well, ladies and gentlemen. !Join or !Apply in chat. If you want to get that join link, you just go through a brief application process, and you will be directed through our admissions team, and they will get you in, just like we have been getting in to game number 2. Mr. Pandy, let's get this going. Another 5 minutes on the clock. Lightning currently up 1-0. Let's see if the Hurricanes can pull it back.
Yeah, Spicy Soup off the kickoff there with a quick rotation in. Jay just doing a fantastic job of not committing up too much, as we saw that a lot in the last series with the Outlaws, as they unfortunately did drop that one. 4-1 as the double tap will be just saved on the goal line from Goldfish. As a quick start for the Hurricanes, definitely showing signs of hope compared to last game.
I like it. I like it. I feel like you see what teams are made of when they're capable of bouncing back. I think that's a very important thing to keep in mind, is that it's not just how teams can go out and win right off the bat. It's how teams can rebound when they get hit in the face with an opponent that they were not expecting. And right now, I know we haven't even seen 60 seconds yet, but I'm liking what we're seeing from the Hurricanes, early doors here.
Yeah, Hurricanes definitely looking a lot better compared to the last game, specifically on the scoreline reasons. But Richard having to stretch out, make that save there to the corner. Palmetto trying to find it midfield. A little awkward double commit there on the offensive end from the Lightning. Spicy Soup will have no problem handling that one there to their corner. I'll agree with you 100%. Hurricanes are looking a lot fresher in this game. It could have been that break, server reset, and I mean, Lightning are going to have to adjust to this newly refreshed Hurricanes team.
See if they can make it count. Jay Jr. slow push off of that back wall, forcing Goldfish into a 50, which kind of turns into a clear. I like doing that myself in my own rank games. Romano, backboard pass. Can Goldfish get there in time? He sure can. Bounce shot, air, down onto the ground, into the goal.
That's a great solo effort there from Plomado, just doing it all himself to start that play. One touch out of the corner to beat one defender, one touch off the backboard to beat the second, and it will be Goldfish there to slam it in for the Lightning to start the scoring. And as we thought that the Hurricanes would be there to maybe start the scoring first, it ends up being the Lightning.
Roland up high, does eventually beat Richard. Jay off the sidewall, being relatively patient. That's fine. Does wind up getting the ball a little bit closer. Roland, gets beaten brutally off of that ball, and Spicy Soup will be the first one to collect that, send it out across as Plomado chases this one. Looking for the pinch as Spicy Soup doesn't find it. Jay, shot. Oh, this one's risky. The demo pays off. JC Roland knocks it in.
JC Roland there to strike first for the Hurricanes for their Season 14 debut on stream. The huge demo coming out from Spicy Soup in the net. We saw them going for those attempts there in the last game. They just could not open up any scoring opportunities for their team. And the first goal will fall in just because of that reason. Big demo coming out from Spicy Soup as a second attempt from Jay Jr. off the kickoff will give Hurricanes a 2-1 advantage.
Unfortunate missed clearance here. Look at that, Richard. Oh man, just not jumping quite high enough. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. The Lightning player was definitely up a fraction of a second earlier. And plus, that's a very speedy read to come down off the ceiling and catch it in time. So don't necessarily blame him. Lightning not in an excellent position, but honestly, they won game one so comfortably, and Hurricanes now are only up by a single goal. I wouldn't be pulling the panic button just yet.
Plomado will have a chance on net. Spicy Soup, perfect clear out to set up JC Roland. This angle almost put in by Spicy Soup. Jay Jr. with the second attempt. Goldfish there to stretch out and make that save. But as you've been saying, Leachy, Hurricanes definitely looking a lot better in this game as they do have a lead instead of last game where they got shut out. As another attempt will go just wide. Plomado on the counterattack.
Oh, solo dribble looking for the slow play there. Couldn't find a favorable 50. Not enough boost to get to this one in the backboard, but that doesn't matter. That's exactly what teammates are for. Goldfish knocks it in.
Yeah, that's a perfect read there from Goldfish on Richard with that beautiful pass off the backboard. As I was saying towards the end of the last series, tossing it up on the backboard is one of the best things you can do as a teammate to gain that assist and that definite advantage over the last defender who is waiting in net. And this game is now tied at 2.
I heard once before that the best passes are the worst shots.
Yes.
Because they look so close to being a shot, and you force the defender to jump for it, and you just kind of bait them into missing. Plomado takes advantage of the massive demo on the backfield, and Lightning have taken the lead.
Yeah, and you see that huge air dribble over both defenders midfield and just absolutely pummeling that last defender back for the Hurricanes. And Lightning, as quickly as they lost it, they regained the lead, now 3-2. So we're just over halfway here in the second game. Let's see how the Hurricanes can respond to that goal. They just couldn't find it on the outside of the post. Lightning safe for now.
That is a painful moment. JC Roland was so close to equalizing it, to erasing the pain of losing the lead to the Lightning. Didn't quite work, and now they have to fight. This one's waterfalling down, but the Lightning can't get there in time. Plomado, maybe a shot. That one's just off target, but the danger is not over just yet. Spicy Soup with a powerful clearance. Now, starting the counterattack. What a banger from JC Roland. Look at this passing play.
Not only was that a great clear from Spicy to relieve that pressure, it was a perfect pass to JC, who was just waiting for it. And that last defender, I believe that was Plomado for the Lightning, just couldn't get a touch on it. And Hurricanes will even this one up.
Spicy, baby. MLE's back. I was missing this for 5 months. Let's go. Goldfish knocks it mid. Plomado can't quite get there. So, awkward 50, having an aerial straight up and doesn't really make much progress in either direction. Jay, no, missing this one. Very dangerous. Can the Lightning get it on target? No, they can't sort their positioning out quite quickly enough. And now it's a counterattack for the Hurricanes. Jay and Spicy Soup up, but unfortunately Goldfish was up a little bit sooner. Woo, okay, final 40 seconds here. 3-3 tie. Pandy, this one's getting close.
definitely a more interesting game than the last one. Is a huge demo coming out from Palmetto on their own corner. Will give the Lightning a chance to get back. The flip reset from JC, getting it past one, but can't find it on the inside post. Goldfish will have to get that one out. Palmetto with another clear, but turns it back in the hands of the Hurricanes. JC sending that one wide. Richard trying to find it. But another annoying attempt from the Hurricanes will be just another nuisance for the Lightning.
Oh, that was risky. I saw that developing. The ball was shot straight on target, and you saw, who is this? Richard making a beeline for JC Me Roland. I don't think he made contact, but it didn't matter because he upset JC's plan enough that he couldn't focus on making that stop. And the Lightning claw one back with 10 seconds left. Can the Hurricanes make something work in the dying seconds of this game too? They look so much better this game. I don't know if it's going to happen if they play this slowly. It sure won't now that the ball touches the ground. Lightning take the second game in a row. Hurricanes, man, looked a lot healthier, but Lightning just barely doing enough to claw it back. And on the back of a ridiculous Goldfish performance. Look at that. 3 goals from 3 shots and 3 saves. Can you say backpack?
Absolutely. But I will have to say, though, 3 out of the 4 goals for the Lightning were assisted on. So that goal participation from the Lightning was definitely very good. It was definitely there. But Goldfish, honestly, I will have to agree with you. 3 of those goals were pretty fantastic. Yeah. That gave Lightning that advantage. But Palmetto, you really have to credit them with that bump attempt, and especially that demo that really gave them that equalizing goal there in the last minute. And I think that's really what ultimately led to their win. And Hurricanes just couldn't find it, but they definitely looked a lot better.
I will say as well, if you take a look at the stats board, the shots, I feel like there's one spot there that could be improved upon by the Hurricanes, and that is on the side of Spicy Soup. Lightning, every single Lightning player that last game had a minimum of 3 shots. Hurricanes, JC Me Roland had 5. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the other player's name. Jay Jr. had 4. Spicy Soup only had 1. So I feel like if one thing is going to change here, I kind of want Spicy Soup to step up a little bit more in the offensive department. I feel like if Soup was able to add even 2 more shots to his tally, things might look a little bit different for the Hurricanes here in Game 3.
I totally agree, and we see how Spicy Soup is so aggressive on the physical play of the game too, going for plenty of demos, as we saw one that led to the Hurricanes' first goal last game. And I definitely think they need to continue doing that because it really seems to have worked. But I think definitely putting a shot on net and then going for a bump like that is definitely going to be probably the best antidote to the problem that we saw with them in the last game. But we'll start this one out here. Still 0-0 after a couple close attempts there to start this game out. Palmetto with a chance, but this ball will just stay about a stalemate here midfield.
Bouncing high. Oh, Roland whiffed. Never want to see that. That's fine. Richard will take this up for himself. Has an open goal to shoot at. Will opt for the backboard pass, and that was a good option. Most certainly would have been saved had he gone for the shot. Richard and Goldfish both rotating back. Spicy Soup should collect this. Great catch and almost beats Richard, but not quite. So very close. Oh my Lord, that one is bouncing wide open as long as Palmetto can get a touch, which he cannot. And Goldfish will have to ferry this one back. And now JC for the Hurricanes feeding it over to Jay. Man, Lightning are going to want that opportunity back because that was a free first goal here.
Free with a capital F as another chance just goes wide. Jay having to stretch back and make that save off the backboard. And Lightning definitely could have scored this game or could have opened this game up early with a goal, but it will be staying at 0s for the time being. Jay Jr. putting a shot off the backboard. Another shot from Spicy Soup just going off the post. Can we get a roster check for the Lightning? I don't think they ever signed the post, Leachy.
Rank the posts out to PL. This League Ops needs to step in. This is absolutely ridiculous. Flip pass here from Goldfish to Richard, working together beautifully. Roland, the only player back, but stoic in defense there. Now sends it high, opts to stick with it, looking for the 50. Jay should get on it, but bit of a wayward shot, and no, is Spicy Soup beat to this? He sure is. That is the first goal in Game 3 going the way of the Lightning.
We saw what really plagued that Outlaws team in the last series was those third man overcommits, just pushing up just too far. And that was just another example of that. Spicy Soup just committing a little bit too much as third man, which opened up the back end of their field and the net. And the Lightnings did a fantastic job of overtaking that chance and executing.
JC me rolling. Oh, getting beaten on the 50. That's fine. Still has it with plenty of boost to spare. The second I say that, runs out all the way down to 0. Oh, great pass over to Goldfish, but can't get there in time. Spicy Soup trying to keep it to the corner and does quite well for now. Richard sends it high. Spicy. Man, Hurricanes are content to play this very slow, controlling defense off of their backboard. I feel like they're one bad 50 away from getting punished.
Yeah, I totally agree, and so that's another big 50 going straight towards the net on the Hurricane. Spicy Soup just can't find that one. Plamato midfield. Jay able to toss it out as that was a dangerous chance again. Lightning almost got on the board for a second goal in this game. Let's see how the Hurricanes can start a counterattack. Goldfish wanting to shut that one down immediately. Plamato, a shot on net, will find the bottom of it, and Lightning up too.
Banger. Banger. That is all I have to say about that. Absolute. Oh, catching that. All right. I thought it was a half volley and just kind of managed to catch it down, but actually caught it just before it hit the ground. So doesn't matter. Results in a goal anyway. Just over 2 minutes left. Lightning in the driver's seat here. And Pandy, I'm curious, what has been different in the Hurricanes' play here? They looked so strong, dominant even in Game 2, and I feel like all of that has just about gone out the window in Game 3.
I definitely think it could come down to a second man rotation that has been a little bit lackluster for this Hurricanes team. I have been saying it many times, as I did mention it last series, as it was an issue that came up, was that if you have a second man rotation that is too fast, you're leaving your third man back too far, and that could just result in a counterattack that's completely imbalanced, which has happened a couple times tonight in this series, believe it or not. And if you have a third man or second man rotation that's too deep, you're not allowing yourself to get a touch as Goldfish just misses the chance on the goal line. That should have been a goal, Leachy, but Hurricanes will survive that chance. We'll keep it at 2, but second man rotation, I think, is definitely the issue to answer your question.
The best kind of goals are goals where the ball is just kind of flying mundanely in one direction. You're like, okay, this is just more Rocket League. And then the next touch happens. You're like, what? That's exactly what that was. I was so ready for even though Lightning are very much in the driver's seat, just to get that third based on that ridiculous shot, but was not meant to be. Richard trying to 50 it. Past that back line will not happen. Plamato hanging out in the corner and will get bumped out of there. So 3-on-2 counterattack for the Hurricanes, but it dies almost as quickly as it started. Spicy Soup catching here. Plamato just kind of planting himself at that back post, following the Wait and Pilkin method of just kind of rotate back post no matter what. Just hang out there. It'll work. Trust me. Final 30 seconds, and Hurricanes feel like they're kind of grasping at straws here, trying to get any semblance of an attack going.
Yeah, you see Hurricanes there on low boost, just trying to get something in the net as we are almost out of time here. Just about 10 seconds to go. Richard, the air dribble attempt to just send it away. But this one will, in fact, probably be a win for the Hurricanes, or I'm sorry, for the Lightning. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. As the ball we will just wait for this one to drop. Hurricanes definitely need to go back and take a look at one thing they did wrong, and I think that was just a little bit of confidence and some consistency.
Lightning, that is 3 games in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to minor league esports, we play 5-game series here. No best of during league play. It all has to do with playing all 5 games in a row, no matter what the outcome is, because it all comes down to games 1 when we are talking about playoff qualification. And as long as every team plays the exact same amount of games throughout the season, it makes that just a little bit easier and a little bit more fair to calculate. So if you're wondering why we're going to Game 4, that is why we're headed to Game 4, to see if the Hurricanes can redeem themselves even slightly, trying to get themselves, at this point, the best case scenario is pulling back a 3-2 to claw back 2 games away from their opponents.
Absolutely, and we saw that chance almost with the last series, and I definitely think that a 2-0 lead is nothing to be scared of if you're the Hurricanes. Yeah. 2 goals, it's really not that much, and the Hurricanes definitely played pretty decent, but we're going to need a little bit more consistency from them on the front end of the field, trying to open up some shooting lanes, getting a little bit more physical, but not too dangerously, and just interrupting that Lightning defense that has been so strong and shut them out twice.
Double shutout. Man, it never feels good to say, but sometimes that's the way the dice fall, and you kind of just got to deal with it. So let's see, speaking of dealing with it, let's see how the Hurricanes deal with it. Yet another fresh set of time, specifically 5 minutes tossed up on the clock. Game number 4, Utopia Dusk, Lychee's favorite arena in Rocket League. Man, Hurricanes, it almost became their favorite for getting such an early goal. Not meant to be, though, but that's exactly how you want to start a series when you are down this far.
You see the Hurricanes there straight off the kickoff like out of a cannon, just peppering a couple shots on net. This one could be dangerous. The Spicy Soup could not rotate back as he wanted to. Spicy Soup, though, with the chance on the counterattack, will take it. And the Hurricanes will take the first goal here in Game 4. Definitely what they needed to get a momentum shifter.
A momentum, exactly. I was just going to say a confidence boost here. Spicy Soup, lovely air rolls. You could see the confidence kind of emanating from a player like that. You love to see it. Hurricanes up 1-0, barely 30 seconds and change into this game. That's the exact way they want to get going. The question becomes now, Pandy, can they maintain this momentum, or is it going to fizzle out?
I definitely think they have what it takes, and I know they have what it takes to continue that momentum. As a drop from JC will just sit wide up the post, as that was a great chance, but a great job by Spicy Soup not getting a little too excited there. It's way too easy just to push up and try to just go for that to slot it in the net, as that would have left their last man back in a really bad position. So that was great team play, great awareness from that second man there for the Hurricanes, as they will keep their lead. Still 1-0, but another chance on net will be knocked away by Palmetto.
Spicy Soup trying to keep the attack alive, and Goldfish will almost instantly dash those hopes, relying on Richard to kind of send things out into the orange half. Ooh, this one's dangerous. JC couldn't get a touch on that. Over the top. Goldfish needs to beat Jay on the challenge and does, but unfortunately it wasn't on target. Amato out towards this right side. Jay will knock it past him. Goldfish high up in the air. Neither team really kind of holding on to possession. It's kind of that ping-pong South American style of Rocket League that we're seeing exhibited by these two teams. Let's see if it works out for either one of them. Honestly, at this point, I feel like Hurricanes should be looking for at least one more goal for a little bit more safety, because with how aggressive the Lightning have been and accurate with their shooting, I feel like you cannot trust a one-goal lead right now.
And that's exactly what we saw there in Game 2. We saw the Hurricanes take 2 separate one-goal leads and lose them very quickly to the Lightning with that unfortunate last goal that we saw, as Jay Jr. with the air dribble attempt to get it over everybody. And the Hurricanes getting exactly what Lychee said they wanted. A 2-goal lead is, in fact, in their possession now.
Wow, and off of the back of some ridiculous solo effort, Jay's like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot and see if it works. And what do you know? It worked. 2-goal lead for the Hurricanes, sitting a little bit prettier than they were before. They still have the whole entire second half of this game to last, but they should be able to do it just a little bit more comfortably. I'm trying not to speak too soon. Caster Curse is real, but I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah, and I was actually going to say before Jay hit that air dribble is that the Hurricanes were really stuck in their own half before that last goal was scored, and I just had to hit backspace on that thought as they really just put in an air dribble there. So they're going to try and get another one here midfield. Palmetto awkward in net. Jay Jr. just shut down on the goal line there by Palmetto. A great show of defensive strength there from the Lightning, who are still scoreless in this game, something that we are not all too familiar with so far in this series, Lychee.
Yeah, it's got to be a strange feeling for them that they haven't put something in the back of the net. But, you know, that said, still just under 2 minutes left, so plenty of time for shenanigans, per se. That one knocked out. Oh, demo now. Hurricanes. One player down for the time being. Richard trying to keep the pressure on, but Roland will see that clear quite comfortably. Jay will be up. A lot of balls being met in midair by both teams, rather, at the same time, and it's really just kind of becoming whoever wins these aerial 50s. Spicy Soup was not challenged in the air for this one, and the Lightning paid for it.
Yeah, you see that double commit on the front line from the Lightning between Palmetto and Goldfish, just absolutely blasting that ball into the top corner and setting up the Hurricanes for a third goal. Now looking much, much better for themselves, much more confident as we move into the latter half of this game, but a kickoff goal will just kind of make me eat my words there a little bit, but Richard will get one in for the Lightning.
No big deal if you're a Hurricane. Dust yourself off. That's fine. Occasionally, It happens that way. Just like we said, the kickoff is the only set piece in Rocket League, and it's also the only time where you're almost guaranteed to be in a pretty bad position for the first couple seconds of gameplay. And every once in a while, it just, that's the way that the cards fall. So that's fine. No big deal. You still got the 2 goals. You still got just about 70 seconds left to play. Put this one in your back pocket. Take game 4 and work your way towards game 5 so that you at least claw back the best case scenario.
Exactly, and that goes back to what we were saying in the break about how this is not a best of series. It's another chance on the net will give Hurricanes a 4th goal. Spicy Soup able to slot it in, redeeming a hat trick for the first time this season for them. But that, like I said, kind of goes back to what we were saying about how every game counts for statistics. So no matter what, if you lose 3 games in a row, if you lose 4 games in a row, even just taking 1 game could mean the world to them later down the road in the season.
I have been in MLE since the playoffs of season 9, so I've been around for a little bit now. I have seen on multiple occasions playoff qualifications come down to missing a single game in the win column. So that is why the whole 5-game series matters. You really need to fight tooth and nail for the entire duration of the series, because sometimes it will come down to that 1 game. I can tell you, fellow caster Thunder B has been in that situation, I think, a couple times throughout his MLE career where he has missed playoff qualification by a single game. So you can never afford to keep your foot off of the gas. You need to stay on it at every possible second. Final 5 seconds here. Speaking of which, Hurricanes look to get this one in a comfortable fashion. It will go their way, and they are 1 step closer to making this the least painful loss it could possibly be.
Absolutely, and Hurricanes are definitely going to want to take that momentum that they just gained after putting up 4 goals on a hot Lightning team that just shut them out twice in 3 games, and they're going to want to continue that momentum into game 5 to hopefully take a second one for them. As we were just harping on, I mean, every game counts, Leachy. Every single game counts, and it must hurt to be in that position. And in a way, it's kind of hard to think, even in week 1, thinking, hey, if we drop a game, that doesn't really matter. But later on down the road, you're going to be like, dang, wish we didn't drop that game. Wish we didn't stop trying.
Yeah, it's those kind of haunting thoughts that you get, months prior. You could be like a couple weeks away from playoffs. Your situation. You have to fight as hard as possible, and months prior there was that 1 series where you just weren't feeling it, or you thought you were secure, even in games where you're winning. So for example, the Lightning, this is just as much on the Lightning to not let up either, because they've taken the series, but series wins aren't the first stat when it comes to playoff qualification. It's game wins. So even though they've taken the series, and congrats to them, feels great, they need to fight for every single game. They need to push for that 4-1 or that 5-0, because if they let the Hurricanes, take the games that they could possibly take, it could hurt them in the end of the season. I feel like people get the point by now. Winning every single game is so crucially important, and I feel like it's easy to say that now, this far in the beginning of the season. We're week 1, of course. I feel like you're really going to see that come to fruition once we get closer to kind of weeks 10, 11, and 12. Goal for Goldfish. I will shut up now because we have some Rocket League to talk about.
Absolutely. And if those who were just listening that don't understand what Lacey just said, look at the scoreboard. You see it says 0-0. It's going to update next week, and it's going to say 4-1, 5-0. So every game counts, people. But Lightning strike first here in Game 5, wanting to take advantage of what we just said. Trying to get 4 games here in Week 1 is definitely going to be a great start for them. But Hurricanes, let's see how they can adjust to shut down this team after winning 4-1 against them. Big demo coming out from JC, enabling that chance early. Big clear coming out from Jay. Hurricanes, even though despite giving up a goal early, they're definitely looking still pretty good.
Oh, probing shot. Goldfish needed to slam it off his own post just to keep it safe. Very close. Pumato getting knocked off of this one. Jay, banger attempt, and not on target, but that's fine. At least forcing the defensive rotation out of the Lightning, so relieving pressure, if nothing else. Pumato with the catch. Flick opportunity. Doesn't quite work out, but Richard pass across the field to Pumato, who cannot make contact. Goldfish picks this up. Jay sends it long. JC with the massive doink. Spicy is up to see what he can do about it, but does not get there in time, and Pumato will see this one clear.
JC scooping that one up in their own half. Richard just couldn't find the right touch on that one. Spicy Soup, a little bit of a dangerous touch, as I believe Jay was there to take over for the initial touch by JC. So that could have been a scoring chance for the Hurricanes, but a dangerous touch from Palmetto will turn it back over into the hands of JC Mirolan. And once again, we are just playing ping pong again, Leachy, in game 5, but Lightning are sitting safely up with 1-goal lead. Hurricanes with a deficit. They just need to get it out of their own half now. JC just doing that.
Goldfish. Oh, shot. This one coming down. Goldfish can't get it on target, but Richard is there to clean it up. Goal for the Lightning.
Yeah, you see that beautiful touch by Palmetto off the backboard, beating out that second defender. And again, Spicy Soup just couldn't get the touch to their own corner. And Richard doing a great job of executing and taking advantage of that mistake on defense from Spicy Soup. You can't really blame him too much because that is a really hectic play in front of their own net. But Lightning, once again, execution is key for them, and they're doing just that perfectly, up 2 goals.
JC getting dunked. Spicy Soup having to rotate around, kind of taking his time, keeping possession, looking for the 50 over Goldfish. Will get it past 1, gets it past 2. Won't beat Richard though, but that's fine. Yet again, another kind of series of play that kind of just relieves pressure a little bit, allows you to breathe, recollect yourself, stock up on boosts, and send it right back down the other way. Pumato very high. Wow, using all his boost to get that. Probably ill-advised, but that's fine. Didn't really result in anything dangerous for now. Roland off the backboard. Oh, dangerous if the Hurricanes can get onto it, which they cannot, and the Lightning will see this one clear.
Yeah, I don't think Spicy Soup had much boost there on the wall to go for that shot, as that would have been an open opportunity, but the miss on the back end will leave Palmetto with the goal for the Lightning, as that one will not be one that the Hurricanes are going to be wanting to look at later in the replays. Palmetto credited with that one, and Lightning looking further and further towards the end of this game, as it looking like it will be a win for them, but still 2 minutes to go, plenty can happen.
Jay, banger off the backboard. Can he follow this one up real quick? No. In his defense, expected the follow-up from Goldfish. I would too, especially in Master League, so can't blame him there. Double tap not working out for Jay. Spicy Soup will look to catch this one. No, in fact, popping it over. Oh, that would have been a great pass from JC if Jay was a little bit closer. That one's off the backboard, looking for the demo and finds it. Spicy Soup, wide open net, courtesy of that demolition.
Absolutely. You see Jay there with that demo on the net, completely deleting Richard out of the net, opening it up for a perfect chance for Spicy Soup to get one on the board. And as we said, 2 minutes, plenty of action left, and Hurricanes able to slot one in, and they're definitely not out of it yet.
Let's see what they can do. About just under 100 seconds remaining. Oh, Jay looking for the demo with Spicy Soup. That works beautifully. And all of a sudden, Pandy, this game is within reach. 91 seconds left, and the Hurricanes are within 1.
Spicy Soup making me eat my words from about 30 seconds ago, saying, oh, this game's looking like a win for the Lightning. No, it's not. Hurricanes putting up 2 off 2 beautiful demos, getting physical there in the front lines on the offensive end for them. And let's see if they can do it again off the kickoff. Jay going for another demo, and Richard, they're not going to be able to fight it as Goldfish just gets back. 3 demo plays in a row, Leachy. That would have been crazy.
At that point, I was going to start getting angry with the Lightning because it works so often. It's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me kind of situation. Yeah. Goldfish, oh, looking to pay for it. No, Richard, relatively simple save. Oh, a cross while I say that. Spicy Soup actually made that a little bit dangerous. But 60 seconds remaining. Lightning in the lead, but rattled a little bit based on those demo plays.
Looked like Spicy Soup was trying to get in a little bit of a Rule 1 with JC there on the wall, but it looks like they decided to get back into Rocket League action here. The Spicy Soup off the backboard, still looking for 1 more goal to equalize this one, to take this one to a 2-win series for them of the Lightning. Lightning looking to extend it to 4. Another chance on net, knocked away by Palmetto. The redirect chance off the backboard will give Goldfish a chance on net. Knocked away, just giving Hurricanes yet another opportunity at a counterattack.
Lightning. Ooh, okay, iffy on the defense, but that's fine. Choosing to commit to that. Jay. Oh, hands that to the Lightning players. That is Richard looking for a demo, giving the Hurricanes a taste of their own medicine. Richard At this point, all the Lightning need to do is kind of burn time off the clock. It's the Hurricanes that need to slam this all the way upfield. That was almost a shot on target, not meant to be. Lightning will take game number 5 to take the entire series by a 4-1 scoreline. The Hurricanes were able to salvage a little bit out of there, but overall, it was very clear that the Lightning kind of had this entire series in their back pocket.
Yeah, and Lightning just did a better job overall of just being the winners of the little challenges. They won the boost fights. They were able to starve out the Hurricanes. I saw multiple instances of the Hurricanes on low boost, and they ended up getting scored on just a few short seconds later. But the Hurricanes, again, a couple short victories for them as well, putting up a lot of shots on offense, which ended up going in, getting physical with the demos. Definitely very important. Like, if you're the Lightning, you're like, what are we going to do here? 3 demo plays in a row? Luckily, they were able to save the last one, but Lightning overall come out on top 4-1. Dominant performance for them. Let's see how they can keep going with that momentum in week 2.
Quick question before we wrap up. Advice to the Hurricanes after seeing them go down so strongly 4 games in a row against a relatively, surging offense. If the Hurricanes were to change 1 or 2 key things about their gameplay, what would you recommend to them as a sort of coach manager role that you're theoretically playing here?
Yeah, I would say that the Hurricanes need to more focus on more individual aspects. I saw, like I said, multiple times. Many times the players were on 0 boost, and around them they were rotating just around in circles, and boost pads were lit up. They were not going for the small pads. Learn boost lanes and learn when your teammates are going for big boost as well. Lightning did a much better job of taking away those big boost pads, which left the Hurricanes out of rotation because they didn't have any boost. So finding boost pads, and I would say also trusting your teammates' positioning a little bit more, as we saw some double commits. Lightning did too, but Hurricanes definitely opened up some more chances for the Lightning to score.
The brain of a genius, ladies and gentlemen. Pandy, thank you very much for joining me throughout this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more series. It's Premier League on the other side of this break, so stick around. You're not going to want to miss it.